Now we will look into another example, N2 molecule. In N2 molecule, so there are here this molecule is formed between two nitrogen atoms. So if you see the nitrogen atom, it is having electron arrangement, electronic configuration 2, 5. It is having 5 valence electrons, and even the other nitrogen atom is also having 5 valence electrons. So when these two nitrogen atoms they approach each other, what happens? So this electron and this electron will form a pair. This electron and this electron will form another pair, and these two electrons will form another pair. So now between these two nitrogen atoms, 3 pairs of electrons are formed. Okay. So now what happened? These three pairs of electrons are shared by both the atoms. As a result of sharing of these 3 electron pairs between these two atoms, now this nitrogen is having how many electrons in its valence shell? Let us count 1, 2, and here 6. Total 8 electrons are present in its valence shell. So due to sharing of 3 pairs of electrons, this nitrogen is having now 8 electrons in its valence shell, and even the other nitrogen is also having 8 electrons in its valence shell. So that means the new arrangement or else the new distribution of electrons are like this 2, 8. Before that it was 2, 5. That means the redistribution of electrons have taken place between two nitrogen has taken place in nitrogen atom. So as a result of redistribution, now this nitrogen has become stable because in its valence shell 8 electrons are there, and even in this also there are 8 electrons. Okay, so every electron pair it is denoted by one dash or else one line. So as there are 3 electron pairs, so I can write 3 bonds like this. Okay, so as there are 3 bonds between 2 atoms, so I can call it as a triple bond. So these are said to be this is said to be triple bond. See, in case of hydrogen, already we have seen between 2 hydrogen atoms there is only 1 electron pair is shared, and between 2 oxygen atoms there are only 2 electron pairs are shared. Okay, here this bond is said to be single bond. It is said to be single bond, but here it is said to be these two bonds together. So this is we cannot call this as a single bond and this as a single bond. We cannot call them separately because these two bonds are present between the same atoms. Hence together we have to call, and that is called as double bond. It's called as double bond. Okay, single bond or also single covalent bond also we can call single covalent bond. Covalent bond, because why do we call it as covalent bond? As already we have seen in our ICSE part 1. So a covalent bond is formed due to sharing of electrons. So actually this bond is formed due to sharing of this electron between 2 hydrogen atoms. So hence it is called as covalent bond. It is called as single covalent bond. It is called as double covalent bond. Double covalent bond, or else we can call it simply as single bond. Single bond. Okay, and this also we can call it as a double bond simply. It is called as a double bond. And here in this case it is called as a triple bond because 3 electron pairs are shared, or else 3 bonds are formed between the same atoms. So between the same atoms, if there are 3 bonds, it is called a triple bond. Here these 2 atoms will share these 3 pairs of electrons. A bond formed due to sharing of 3 pairs of electrons between 2 atoms is said to be triple bond. A bond formed due to sharing of 2 pairs of electrons between the 2 atoms, it is called as a double bond. A bond formed due to sharing of only 1 pair of electrons between the 2 atoms, it is called as a single bond. So like this you will find due to sharing of electrons, electron rearrangement taking place, or else electron redistribution taking place will take place, and finally those atoms will get stable electronic configuration. Okay, so in this way redistribution of electrons can be discussed. Right, now tomorrow we learn another concept known as factors responsible for the formation of ionic bond or else covalent bond. So we'll learn tomorrow. Okay, Nana. Right.